And we got some.
Wait, how do we not have? I heard sound when we got in here. Anyways, welcome. Sorry for the sound issue. Sorry for the sound delay. My name is your Daddy Doe. This is Showtime. This is the Your Daddy Doe Show. We are having a crossover little party pod. Surprise. We are here with Generation Z. I got Lip. I got Isaac. I got AV8. This is filmed, recorded, and brought to you by the Zenden Studio. Shout out Barney doing all the little switch.
Hey, yo, what up? What's healthy?
Yeah, see, now you can get it off.
Hey. Bow.
No, you know what's not healthy? I'm sure it's healthy for your overall health, but you wearing that hat right now.
Yo, player.
Yo, y'all let me know how y'all feel about shows. Y'all let me listen. He gets a little salty about the Android shame, so I had to figure out something else to.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it out.
Android shame.
His phone?
Yeah.
You shame him for his phone?
No, we don't shame no. We don't shame nobody.
They don't shame nobody. They don't shame nobody.
Oh yeah, we shame show all day.
Yo, see, this is why, you know what I'm saying? Barney gonna come back and snitch on us. Like, yeah, that's what we be doing.
They don't shame me.
They don't shame. Yo, they love me.
Yo, go watch the Jay-Z clip. I was bewildered. Anyhow, yo.
So we're here. We're doing a surprise party with Generation Z. Generation Z, Lip, Isaac, reach out to me. They started a podcast. They've been going for like three times a week since starting.
Yeah.
Y'all hitting everything. Y'all talking about everything.
Pretty much.
And on top of that, y'all deep diving into
some real big conversations. Yeah. Sure.
And especially like it being called Generation Z, and what y'all do talk about, which we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why Generation Z? And is it to be distinguishable, like because that's where you're at, or is it because like?
No, yeah, because that's what
the
we're
perspective.
At. No, yeah, just really all about perspective with us. That's what the whole thing's about. Is showing like different perspectives of different topics and subjects, all about life and all about what's going on in the world from the perspective of Generation Z.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like our generation, we don't really conversate that much. We don't really get into conversations about things, especially the stuff that we talk about. I feel like that's what we're trying to bring to the table. But yeah, that's pretty much where it came from, is just talking about the perspectives. I feel like that's a big thing.
We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? This is the Your Daddy Doe Show. It's a crossover. So like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I'm saying?
You whippersnappers, you gonna come in here.
Thank you. Yo, see,
that's where Craig was going with
listen,
that.
I want you guys to appreciate people who, like, you know what I'm saying, they understand the nom-sayings and the, like, you feel me's and the whatever. And that's what I feel like that's a thing, like, Generation Z, they connect with, like, for me the most. Like, I don't really have, I don't have to say a lot, but, like, you know what I'm saying, they feel me. But I do say a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, nah, but they, because I feel like there's a different level of communication, and I say like in talking with people who are older and or people of different, wherever their culture is or whatever their background is, wherever their education is, et cetera, you talk to them in one type of way. And that's like from the tippy top, great grandparents, you know what I'm saying, your elders, ancestors, etc., to like your children and like, you know what I'm saying, like literally babies. We literally talk from top to bottom, different. And like I just, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's real shit. Our whole form of communication is completely different between the generations.
It's super different.
Somebody said to me earlier, it was Craig actually. I was talking about how, I was talking about how I was talking to this young man, like he's a rapper coming up, and I was like, yo, when we have conversations, our conversations don't get deep like the music, like his music is, and he was like, well, it's harder for people of a younger generation to connect with you when you don't speak to them the way that they speak. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that, yeah, for sure.
So I mean, no, that was Craig dropping gems on me.
Yeah.
But like, it really resonated with me. It's true. Like when you don't speak to people the way that they speak, then it's like it's not a full conversation.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very important skill actually, to be able to actually adapt to how you communicate depending on who the other person is. Basically.
It's like the difference between talking to someone and talking at someone.
Exactly.
Which is currently what we're doing here at the Your Daddy Doe Show, because you know what I'm saying, it's my show. Yo, fix this in post.
Giving us all the spotlight right now.
No, I'm just kidding. So like, where are like? Nah, actually, what did y'all come here to talk about today? Or would y'all like? Or actually, let's get all the questions out the way. Let's because matter of fact, this is like we literally.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah, the sun.
All right.
Oh, the sunning.
We're gonna get
y'all.
We're
getting into it.
Wait. We getting into this early?
Y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
y'all got me in here sweating, hot and heavy.
Y'all heard about this thing? I seen this thing on the internet. I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a joke. People like sunning their buttholes and taint.
Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, now, no, let me go back. Now that you say it like that, because when we first presented it, or when I first saw this idea, I was like, oh, that's a little weird. But like in all actuality, like how long they been waxing their buttholes?
yeah, no. So I went and
That's a legitimate question.
because I thought this was gonna come up. I went to a website that I felt would be reputable on this, health.com. They say that perineum. What's healthy? What's healthy at health.com? They say that perineum sunning is an ancient Taoist practice that originated 10th century. In the religion, the perineum, or Hui Yin, is called the gateway of life and death, and it's the gateway where energy enters and exits your body.
This is, and you want to know what's really, really funny about that? Because they tell you to watch who you sleep with, because that is exactly how you exchange direct energy.
That's some shit. That's some shit.
All right, listen, yo, we're going to cut this short. I'm going to start sunning my taint. Don't worry about it.
You know what I'm saying? Yo. And it says like 30 minutes of sun on your taint is better than a full day of being clothed. However, Josh Brolin had a very bad sunburn, and that's we're gonna leave. That
have you seen Josh Brolin?
Thanos? I gotta play Thanos, right?
No. That's him?
No, I've seen it.
Yeah, but like he's like fair skinned, isn't he?
Very fair.
Isn't he? He's fair skinned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like,
your butthole gotta be real fair skinned.
Whoa. So you put your asshole to the sun?
Yeah.
You lay down on your back. You lift your. I've seen it.
You just have
And wait, how long will the sesh be? Like, how long will you
spread them shits to get to the
minutes.
butthole? Like,
I mean, like, I don't know if I'm gonna sun my.
Damn.
I don't know if I'm sunning my gateway for that long. You know what I'm saying?
yo, you know what's crazy too? Like they call it, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Like the butt, like you know what I'm saying? They say like you stare into it, like I don't know, you can it's like looking in the eye of hell or something like that.
Huh?
Like I've heard that saying, like if you like look at a.
I don't know if
Asshole.
it's hell. I mean, like, it's just
Yeah,
weird.
like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, we're all essentially where your negativity comes out in the most, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the most physical form that you can be like, this is where all my negativity comes out.
What? Wait, who said that?
Energetically. I mean, that makes sense when you say it like that, to be honest.
Yeah, so like, I don't know,
All right.
I'm not. All right. I'm gonna retract what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna do this.
You're not sunning now?
No, I like if I had a private place to do it.
You know
what I'm saying? But I think I would get like really awkward by the way that you would have to sun said area. That would be awkward for me. The sunning part. Yeah. Nah, I'm cool. Like
whatever.
It is what it is. But the position that you then have to get into.
Yeah, especially if there's other people around. That's why it has to be a private fucking thing.
What you mean? Y'all doing that hot yoga. Speaking of hot yoga, that man Bikram? Yo, that nigga nasty.
Yo.
Who's that?
The Howard Stern of yoga.
The basic dude who
I'm not educated in that.
He introduced hot yoga to basically the masses, to America.
Right.
He's a yoga. I think they call it.
He's a guru.
And he was teaching his hot yoga techniques and passing that on to other yoga instructors, but was also using his influence as the guru to garner sexual favor.
Oh.
Not necessarily like quid pro quo, but because I'm the guru, because I'm doing this, like because of my whole machismo, my whole attitude, like he was flexing his influence over basically his students.
When was this?
It was 90s.
No,
2000s.
it was recent. It's like recent, cause like hot yoga, like that whole.
You should look that up at that point.
Like that whole, like the whole hot yoga. You know what I'm saying? Like is a new thing. You know what I mean? When people are in a sweaty room and they just sitting there stretching and like that whole like.
I think the Bikram phenomenon started though like early aughts.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Fam. Late 90s.
Late 90s, early 2000s, and then by 2010, it's literally
everywhere.
Yo, I guarantee there's someone right now like, yeah, I did hot yoga, or there's someone right now who watched the documentary and was like, see, I know them niggas.
Yeah, now there's a Netflix documentary about this dude.
About the dude.
Yeah,
and like he's self-proclaimed the Howard Stern of yoga.
So he calls himself
he self-proclaimed. Yeah,
and he was like one of the people. He's like one of the people like, no, you gotta stretch deeper. Why you gonna come in here fat, looking like this? And like because he's a foreigner and because like they're just, I don't know, like they were like, yeah, if he talks to you like that, you should feel appreciated.
Yeah, it almost seems contradictory to the practice of yoga to even have that kind of demeanor in the first place.
But that was his whole personality.
That's
his whole entire personality was that like. Anyways,
hot-headed person.
Can we? All right.
It's hot yoga, hot-headed.
So
yeah, for real.
So anywho, actually, I do suggest y'all go watch like the Netflix documentary on Bikram,
yeah, you got
or
my
whatever,
right there now.
Because people in general are mad nasty. The Catholic Church is mad nasty. We're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna save that for like a whole another conversation because that whole situation is nasty. Mm-hmm. What I do want to talk about though is why we are here, why you're here, and then why you guys are here, and why you guys started doing what you're doing, which ultimately brought you to be here.
Wait, talk about Generation Y.
Welcome to our new section. This is Generation Y. We here. Oh, all right. Asthma.
And I think that definitely should start off with lip.
Y'all wasn't gonna talk. Y'all don't want to talk about my ASMR channel.
Yeah.
About to subscribe.
Yeah. No, yeah, but we basically started a podcast and we kind of realized that we were gonna start YouTubing a while ago, and we were trying to figure out what we're gonna do because we weren't trying to be like everybody else. Yeah. But yeah, we're kids who kind of realized that the world is like it's really fucked up. Like growing up, bro. Like it's really crazy, like to see like your perception of the world as a kid, and then you grow up. Like even like I'm only 20, but like just like seeing it now, like I feel like I have a great deal of knowledge about what's going on, and it's kind of horrifying to like to see everything that's going on and the type of situations that a lot of people are in, and I feel like a lot of people they just don't have that type of perspective of the world to like be able to know or understand that there's a lot of different types of people and different things going on all over the world. So I mean, with our podcast, basically what we're trying to do is just kind of bring light or at least like bring attention to different topics and different things that we feel like should be talked about more. Like yesterday we talked about
today we talked about relationships.
Right, like today we talked about relationships. Yesterday with ABA, or 2 days ago we talked about like addiction and the type of problems that come with that and how people can get into that stuff. Because I feel like those types of things, they're not talked about enough.
That's real out here, man.
Yeah,
like,
and that's
especially by younger people.
I can't even count on both hands and both feet how many people in my age group I've seen buried.
Yeah, real shit. That's what I was talking about on the podcast.
Yeah, he's talking about that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, and you know what I'm saying. Check in on people who have an addiction issue. You know what I'm saying, and or certain
even when it's
try to. Or have the difficult communication, and tough love is still love at the end of the day.
It's necessary.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody tell you that's not?
It's not. It's you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Y'all feel me?
Hey,
you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I'm gonna be right back though.
All right, player. You know what I'm saying? So like, how does that like? How do you feel like that you're ultimately like making a change, like as far as like in Generation Z, like in being Generation Z? How do you think, or what's the ultimate goal like in trying to change whatever the perspective that you see, or whatever the perception is that you see amongst your peers, essentially?
I mean, I don't know personally about Isaac, but I know personally my goal is just trying to get more people, especially around my age, because like I feel like my generation, we don't talk enough, we don't conversate enough, we don't talk enough about things that we should be talking about, and really just trying to get people to gain some perspective on just the world and life and just what things are like for different people in different areas of the world and stuff like that. Because, I mean, there's a lot of different, I can get into like a whole bunch of different things just all across the world. Like, for example, like the one thing we talked about a few days ago was the Chinese camps and concentration camps in China. I don't know how much you know about that, but that's a very serious issue that's going on in the world right now. So
very little.
Yeah, well, like with those types of things, like we want to talk about those and bring attention to those types of things. So like people in our generation, like they come to understand and be able to see those types of perspectives and see like the world isn't always like the way that you see things isn't the only way to see things. Like there's other people going through shit that you might not have any clue of, or might not even like ever even be able to fathom. So that's something we're trying to bring to our podcast pretty much.
One of the things that I want to know is like based on like my generation, and I guess like even, you know what I'm saying, like my mom, like they we were sheltered from a lot of stuff, right? So like how much of like now, like you know what I'm saying, like now y'all growing older, you want to talk about it, but how much of that stuff did you not like? How much of stuff like during your childhood that you just now realize was going on during your childhood that you weren't aware of because either parents or you know what I'm saying authority figure or whoever is kind of like sheltering you, and or like the way technology is, like you can hide behind anything because you don't necessarily have to. That's another thing too, is that in any of this someone doesn't have to look at negative stuff, but at the same time, like how are you supposed to help, like how you like now being older, getting older, how do you see like, damn, when I was a child I maybe have been able to say something, or I may have been able to do something, or my input was valid in whatever.
I'm gonna let you talk after, but personally for me, bro, like it was the school systems, because growing up, I don't know how I knew, but I really had a feeling that like a lot of the stuff that they were either teaching us, it either wasn't the right way to be teaching us, or it was just like really stupid shit that we didn't need to know. And looking back at it now, I feel like I was completely right. I feel like I was right looking back and thinking like, I don't need to know this, I don't need to be learning this, or you shouldn't be treating kids like this, because I had a lot of teachers who would just treat kids like they're beneath them, and that's not the way that I feel like kids should be talked to or dealt with in school. Be just like this the school system, the education system in general, just seeing how much, even like college, and seeing how much kind of a scam that shit is. Because I've been to college for a bit, and even like the books, like seeing how much books cost, like I don't understand how books cost like $500 and stuff like that. Like that's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, as a kid, I couldn't question it, because I was a kid at the time. Obviously, I'm going to school and stuff like that, and even my dad, I try to talk to my dad about some of the stuff, and he tells me like, respect your elders, be a good kid, just go to class and shit like that.
Yeah, traditional shit that a lot of parents say.
Yeah, it's like a lot of parents, they don't ever really support, and I don't necessarily blame him for being like that, because he just wants me to just get through school and do my shit. But no, I'm definitely looking back at it. I know, like I definitely feel better about myself, understanding that like that a lot of stuff that was going on in school, and the stuff that they do even still, like it's not okay at all. The education system really is kind of messed up. But what about you?
I can definitely hear you out on for the school, just all the stuff they put in the history books, how fabricated and fucked up it is. But now my realization as I've gotten older, just like about the government, how fucked up it is, and I'm a big advocate, definitely, for the pollution that goes on. I just think it's so horrible how we treat the world, and when I was younger, I did not realize, as much as I've realized over, the basis of my life, and what we do to animals. I do not like how we treat them. I'm kind of a low key like vegan sort of. I'm into all that type of vibe, and I believe that.
Shout out all my vegans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what
vegetarian. I need to cut the cheese, but besides that, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's definitely. But no, just realizing, as you get older, just all the stuff. I just think it's super fucked up. I mean, man, you could talk about whatever, 9/11 or just anything else that, the government, controls to do what they want. If they want you to be silent, they'll silence you. I just think that's just crazy, what we wrote the Declaration on, how much of it is just, it's fabricated, and how much it's just, it doesn't feel that way,
Either fabricated or violated.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only just fabricated, but you also one of my Barney, who doesn't have a mic. Wait, did you get a mic?
Nope.
All right, Barney who doesn't have a mic, but like one of my biggest things is I push to question literally everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not confrontational, so let's like.
That's how I feel like you should be.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, like you know what I'm saying. Like don't, you know what I'm saying. Like.
He's glad I don't have a mic.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't have a mic right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? And like oftentimes it pushes people to like the brink where like, you know what I'm saying? They either don't want to talk to me, they don't want to talk about it no more. Like it's getting to a point where the conversation is just a moot point. Like why are we talking?
Yeah.
And like, but there are like a small significant few, and there's a small significant amount of people like in my life who I have these type of conversation with, because I'm like, yo, I can push these buttons because I want you to think about, yo, what if this didn't happen?
Yeah.
What if this somebody posted some, yo, whoever created mathematics, how do we know he wasn't wrong? And I ask that question always. How do we know that the first person was like 1, 2, 3, 4? How do we not know that they weren't wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we not know?
I 100% agree. I mean,
because you count your fingers, but you have individual, individual, like, you know what I'm saying, like things on your fingers. So how, whatever the system is into solving whatever the system is into figuring out, however they came to the Constitution, they came to a system and whatever had been going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't translate long term, but whatever was documented, whatever. And this is through life, right? Like, and then how we translate the Bible.
Yeah, I was gonna get religion.
Like, religion,
sure.
anything like that. And especially now, like, how do you guys look at? Oh, before we get into that.
Fuck it. Hold that. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I definitely
like, how do you guys look at, just as an overall thing, comprehension of text, of communication, right? Because like you said something about 9/11.
Yeah.
Were you guys alive during 9/11?
I was 5 years old, maybe 6. Because I was 96.
Yeah, I was like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was 7th grade, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to have to look at people, like the teachers couldn't keep the kids together because they're sitting there like free. You know what I'm saying? They have family in New York, or just because the travel, just because whatever, to have to experience that. Like, it's a traumatic. It's as a whole, overall, as individual, but as overall, it's a traumatic experience. So like, how do you now look back on those things, like knowing that these things happen from 9/11, anything, just period, looking at text, reading text, understanding it, how you understand how we speak, and how does that differ for how you comprehend what is being told to you?
I think sometimes, we definitely get lost in translation with it all. But I do definitely see the disconnection for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, even going back to what you said, where you question everything and all that, I definitely think that's extremely important. We should be questioning everything. We should be trying to seek knowledge in every way possible, not in just the way that it's presented to us immediately. Like, I mean, with the whole saying, what is it? When people say ignorance is bliss, like, fuck that shit. Ignorance is bliss to the uninspired and uneducated, in my opinion. You should be going out there and trying to get as much knowledge as possible, trying to learn as much as you can from as many sources, so you don't have some type of biased opinion either.
I would disagree that ignorance is not bliss.
What would you think it is?
Well, because you have to think, how would you have known that the information is out there if you didn't know the information existed? Ignorance is bliss.
That's definitely,
I mean, it's bliss, but you're being blinded, I guess, in that case.
How do you know if you're being? How do you know if everyone's like, to your right? And this is not me defending, but how do you not know if a veil is being thrown in front of you? How do you not know if something? I talked about this earlier with someone. Someone's like, "Oh, I wish we didn't have these phones. Wish we didn't have these technology. Wish we didn't have whatever. We just don't talk." You guys are saying we don't talk. We don't communicate well anymore. But you don't know what it would look like if you never got that technology. To your point about people not trusting government, not trusting certain authority figures. Imagine they had all of the things that we do. Imagine we had all this technology, but you had no access to it.
No, I actually see it from both of you guys' perspectives on ignorance being bliss, because it can be bliss by, like, if you don't know something's happening, then it's bliss because you just don't understand. But it also can be, it may not be so bliss because, say, there's something that you should know about and that you probably need to know about, but you don't know about it. That's not bliss.
If I feel like I'm ignorant in something, I feel a feeling of discontent with it, and I want to try to solve that shit immediately.
That is definitely facts.
All right. How do y'all feel about cancel culture?
I don't think it exists, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like there's a lot of people, like, for example, Gina Rodriguez. I don't know how much you're familiar with what she did, but a few weeks ago, a month ago, she was
dropping the N-bomb? Was that her?
She dropped the N-bomb and like a...
But her last name is Rodriguez, so I would assume she gets the OK pass.
I'm sure she does. Personally, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I definitely... But either way, regardless, she was canceled, but she gets a role in a movie 2 weeks later. So that, like, even that, like, there's so many different examples of people being canceled, but their career's still going. Like, I'm pretty sure they tried to cancel Donald Trump even before he was president, and he ran for president, and now he's the president.
Yeah, I'd be honest. Celebrity Apprentice and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Michael Vick.
That's a very good one too. A lot of people are actually posting about that on social media right now.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy. And I think to be honest, the Michael Vick thing, the way the game is played now, I don't want to say regardless of the actions that he did, but the way that the game has transformed. I mean, before him, but like since him,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you would literally be kicking him in the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fam, you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you revolutionized the game forever. I don't know. Never mind, fam. I don't want like, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody's gonna be like, he's fucking disgusting. He's a dead human being.
They still say that about him?
I know people on both perspectives. I know some people think he's absolutely horrible and we shouldn't be supporting him whatsoever and getting him out of his position. I know some people are like, oh no, you put that shit in the past, it's whatever.
Yo, y'all still ain't canceled Kanye, so.
He's even
okay, but he's not the mess. He's not the mess though. Yo, Kanye. I mean, like, yo, he's just bipolar as fuck. I mean,
he's even a bigger example.
He's got the machine behind him. I feel like even if I wanted to cancel that, that's kind of fucking hard to do in the first place.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing. I mean, you can say all you want, you're gonna cancel somebody, but they're not really canceled.
True.
People who are saying they're canceled are usually like 14-year-old, 15-year-old.
Yeah, good point.
They don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to cancel people just because
or boomers.
Or boomers.
Hello, even they don't really know what the heck they're talking about. Even they don't really have a clear-eye view perspective of what's really going on in the world. Yeah, I don't cancel culture. That doesn't work. But especially with Kanye, because that's a perfect example.
Very true.
I was on Twitter around I remember being on Twitter and going every single day, and it's always about Kanye. Something Kanye did, saying that slavery was a choice or something. Some crazy shit. Because listen, Kanye, he's kind of ridiculous to me. So a lot of things he says are very ridiculous. But I also know he is bipolar. He does have mental health issues.
Yeah. So I also know that he is not one of few who have the thoughts and ideas, and I don't mean just like, I'm not talking about the MAGA thing, and I said what I said. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is not the only and he's not the only person out in the world who's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, slavery was a choice, or why didn't we do this, or why do we do it?
Certainly not. He's just in the spotlight for it, so he's getting all the bullshit.
Exactly. Literally, exactly. It's the only reason why. Because if he wasn't in the spotlight, if he could have been a regular Joe Schmo, no one would give a damn.
Exactly.
It's Kanye saying that.
It's Kanye West saying that shit, yeah. Slavery was a choice.
And also, I don't agree with him saying slavery is a choice, but I also understand that, like, he has his own perspective. Like, he should be able to have he should be able to have his own opinion. And the fact that people are trying to cancel him over having it, like, I don't agree with him being a huge fan of Donald Trump and wearing around the MAGA hat, but I'm not gonna shit on him and like try to cancel him. Yeah, he has. If that's what he likes, that's what he's into.
But he said it the best himself, and it was like, yo, what's his name? What's it? Not Donald Trump. I said George Bush is like black people love me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I say something about Donald Trump, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I like the thing you say about it's my hat now. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's. And that's the thing. It literally, like, it's such a meta thing to think about, but like it's literally as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the KKK. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all want to wear it? Now we all look alike. Now we all wearing it. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
LOL.
No, now we all wearing it. Literally. We're not gonna have the nigga word discussion. We're not gonna have the discussion here. But it's literally this, like, it's a similar discussion. You don't have these discussions. We don't have these discussions because we have elder members in our family who have been offended, who have been abused, who have been X, Y, and Z because of these same exact things and these same type of ideas that you're like, right? So it's like, this is why the whole mental health thing and then let men be okay to say whatever, let people say whatever. This is why I let people say whatever they're gonna say, how they're gonna say it. If somebody comes to me like, oh fuck it, I don't know if you're mad, I don't know if you're angry, I don't know if you're upset, I don't know what is going on, but I know you're feeling something. And I'm not going to be like, nah, don't listen, whoa, relax. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to.
Yeah, it's honestly usually the worst thing to say to someone.
You gotta express yourself.
You
gotta express yourself better. This
really
is the correct way to express yourself. Nah, like, you're feeling something and you don't necessarily know how to get it out. Get it out how you know, however you feel like you need to.
If you can get it out, it's healthy.
It's healthy, regardless of how, like, your Daddy Doe doesn't condone no violence, but if you need to get, however you needed to get it out, sadness, love, happiness, all of the emotions that don't exactly describe what exactly we feel, however you know how to do whatever to the world.
Against a punch bag.
Who's a punch bag?
No, you can be violent against a punch.
Yeah, you can.
Mhm.
Yep.
You can get your violence out in healthy ways.
Yep. So how do you guys feel now, like in as Generation Z, representatives of Generation Z? You know what I'm saying?
Represent, yeah.
Yo,
You guys are a good representation.
yeah, you guys are a very good representation.
Hey, we do our best.
Much obliged with that.
Same way, it's kind of inaccurate, almost. You
And
know?
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
No, with
Yeah.
respect. But
Yeah.
Contradictory to the stereotypical opinion on Generation
Facts.
Z.
Big facts.
Oh yeah, because I didn't realize that they were talking about us when they talk about like millennials in that way. They
Yeah,
really
we're
talk
not.
about
What
us.
the fuck?
I did not know that. Damn, they really do not. Damn.
Don't appreciate it.
You.
Because it's not because one, it's not you,
Yeah.
and two, like actual millennials are the reason low key like technology is the where it's at to where Generation Z can be not non-existent, but which is like I have so many questions. No, I don't have questions, but like I have like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I have Generation Z children,
True that. Yeah.
so it's, you know what I'm saying? So like that's where like some of it comes from like as art. Some of it comes from like being a child. So like that was my question that was on my mind. As like when you guys were children and not being able, because now you guys have podcasts and now you're trying to get your ideas out there and now you're trying to like change what. So how do you feel like in looking back, right? Like I think we already touched about, but how you feel about looking back and like being respected for what you're saying or how you come across? Teachers, parents, aunts, you know what I'm saying, relatives,
Doing this podcast.
huh?
Doing this podcast.
Not doing this podcast. I'm saying like
general.
just looking back, like yo, y'all wasn't listening to me the way I was trying to give it up, but also I wasn't able to articulate the way I can articulate now, but also you weren't respecting what I was saying, how I was saying, how I was giving it up because of age or because of circumstances or because of, you know what I'm saying? I just wrote a hard bar about single mothers too. Shout out my mom.
Shout out single moms. Yeah.
No, with that, I can. I could say in high school, like I wasn't really taken very seriously, and I feel like that has a lot to do with just the way that I not necessarily the way I acted, but especially when I tried to talk about things, I feel like I wasn't very good at articulating what I was trying to say properly. And over the past few years, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at that, which is why I feel more comfortable being able to do a podcast and even going on other people's podcasts to talk about things. But no, yeah, I definitely. I mean, I appreciate, because I feel like even you definitely seem like you respect and at least understand the type of things that we want to say. So, I mean, we've been experiencing that more. You know, we have people like coming up to us and like telling us like, oh, we like what you have to say, like we like what you talk about, we like, you know, the type of conversations you're trying to bring to the table. So yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate that. But I also, I mean, I see like myself now, and I know I have like a long way to go still. I know I still have a lot of work on myself to do in order to really get to where I want to go. But I mean, I still have a long way to go. So I mean, I definitely feel like I've grown a lot, but I still have a lot of work to do.
No, definitely. I feel like I still have a lot of work to do. Over the years, definitely me getting my words out. It has been a struggle, but I'm still continue to work on it and making it better. I think a lot of people just our age. I don't know. I feel they do. It is a lot of stuff that is said about our generation that is false, and I want to definitely be one of the people that speak up, and we're asking questions. We're like us. We're doing our podcast. I know there's other people probably out there doing the same thing, but just going about life every single day. Love it.
AVA, how you feeling? Because you know what I'm saying, you giving up a lot of words right now, which I don't want to get into because we're gonna have to have that conversation separate from this conversation.
I mean, when it comes to communicating my opinion, people listening, man, it's definitely kind of a crazy feeling. Because when I was younger, personally, I definitely had I was very, I don't want to say completely reclusive, but I was very to myself all the time. I wasn't able to communicate my opinion a lot of time, and that was definitely part of the source of that was just I didn't have a large friend group, and also I didn't know a large majority of my family, like my whole mom's side. Up until I was 19 years old, including my siblings, I did not really know. I literally have 7 siblings. I only knew of one of them until probably about a few years ago. So all that, along with other experiences I had, definitely just made it very hard to articulate what I wanted to try to talk about with a lot of other people. But then I'd say once I got to high school, I was a little bit better at it, but also at the same time, I kind of got into a little bit of the wrong crowd, and that definitely influenced my opinion a lot. I definitely my state of mentality was not exactly 100% proper during that time period. I definitely had a lot of crazy experiences. I'd say I really truly discovered fully my own sense of individuality after high school around the time like 19, 20, and I'm 23 right now. And now actually being able to communicate that and actually see people actually respect what I say, and then also just being able to have full-on conversations and just be able to actually develop those types of actually relationships that are actually true instead of trying to fit in with some certain type of crowd. It's definitely a crazy, overwhelming feeling. And then when it comes to actually putting it out into music now, it's just a whole other way to actually articulate that. And it's just, nah, shit's crazy, man. I love being able to actually do it. I love actually being able to communicate and actually be able to listen to other people's perspectives as well, because I feel like that's also a big part of communication. You can't just be the loud mouth that's friggin' saying everything you want without actually listening to what everyone else is gonna say, or else it's just gonna be some one-sided kind of perspective all the time.
Big facts.
Big facts. So how do you, Isaac? How do you feel?
Awesome. Can I just say?
I appreciate that a lot, man. For real.
See, listen,
Appreciate it.
Barney didn't do his due diligence on his research over there. This is why he doesn't have. This is why he doesn't have a mic right now.
You're about to not have a mic right now.
Yo, relax. Nah, I'm just kidding. I did give him and Sho like less than 24-hour notice, so
True. All good.
they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all right, big question.
Big questions.
Actually, 2 questions. Quick answer. Are emojis the new hieroglyphics?
Whoa! Like, honestly,
that's not I was expecting at all. But
I
I'm not
mean,
expecting that. Whoa.
well, I mean, if there was no phones, there'd be no. I mean, over time, I guess, yeah, phones are gonna develop into other. Yeah, they'll be carried on. I mean, yeah, I guess in a sense, yeah, you could describe them as hieroglyphics. Yeah, I mean, people talk in everyday language with just straight emojis, no words. So I mean, yeah. So I guess yes, no, you could definitely describe them as
I've been trying to sell this point to everybody.
I feel
you know
that.
What I'm saying? Everybody looks at me like, yo, fam, nah, you bugging. No, hieroglyphics, that's such an advanced thing or whatever. I was like, yo, half of y'all don't even know what people are talking about. And then depending on the group of people who you with,
true,
an emoji may mean or look.
You can all articulate it in a different way.
That's how I feel about this. Is why I asked about the comprehension, about going back and rereading old text and rereading. Just like, it's not just about having the knowledge; it's also about having the comprehension and then understanding. Yo, when was this book written, or when was this movie made, or when was this whatever, and then understanding the context. Always knowing the context, and then as a general society, we should know that some of the things that we operate are way out of context. However, when you're born currently right now, Generation Z, there's literally thousands and thousands of inherited knowledge that you don't even know that you even have, or that you even know that you're operating on, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying, just it has happened. It has, you know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine, like, from whoever your oldest relative is to whenever you were born, all of their knowledge and everything, all of their experiences and all the, you know what I'm saying, learn actions, learn momentums, and all that has literally been passed down for however long
Yeah, and even whatever's not passed down, honestly, but this day and age with how much technology we have so much access at our fingertips. But honestly, a lot of people just aren't taking advantage of it to the full extent that they could be.
So my big question, I'm gonna start with Isaac, because we're gonna have to get out of here shortly. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I appreciate y'all coming for the surprise party pod. This was lit, because we're gonna have to.
It's a fucking pleasure, man.
Like,
it
we're
really
gonna
is.
do this. No worries, because like come 2020, you know what I'm saying, my vision gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna be doing like mad. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you see what I did there? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
Shameless
ain't.
plug.
That's lit.
It's not really gonna be 20. It's not really gonna be 2020. It's gonna be super trash. Anyways,
Yo, I'm crying.
Damn.
give me top, because I guess the basis and the reason why I'm asking this question is because like while you're here, and like I said, like the reason why we're doing this crossover, the reason why we're having this conversation, the reason why we're having like this type of conversation, the reason that, like Barney said, like you guys are a great example for your title of the podcast, for how you guys talk, how you guys communicate, where your thoughts, where your ideas are at, and how you're articulating it. Like, it's a, you know what I'm saying, like, I guess I didn't answer the question about like younger, but like I'm from the generation where it's like, yo, shut up and sit down. Go find you a seat. Go find you a seat somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, I got super terrible ADHD. So like, you already know what it is.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the time where like ADHD was like, nah, you need to go sit outside in the hallway. You can't participate in class. So you like, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what is like your most defining moment that kind of like led you to, I don't want to say like your realization to like, but like what was like the defining change that you was like, nah, you know what I'm saying, I have to do better. Because like y'all 20, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like I have a theory. My theory, I'll start. My theory for a lot of it has been post blindness, but a lot of it has been post 30. And I said we talked about this early. I feel like a lot of people, if you look at your life in decades or in eras, like by the time you're 30, you have gone through 3 decades. You have gone through 3 eras of your own life. You now have a solid basis of an outline, outlines in the history book of what life is going to be like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. By 30, you have gone through the trial and error phase. You have gone through your experimental phase. By the time you hit 20, 25, you kind of like, all right, this is like where I figure out my thesis. By the time you hit 30, if you haven't like figured out what your
society will put out to you. Yeah, by 30, if you don't have a game plan, you're kind of fucked. Yeah, that's to say, but always keep on going. But where I have had that realization you're talking about, defining moment, I would say just going through certain stuff with my family. I don't want to say it on air, but just going through certain stuff, with my mother and dealing with absent father. Just the course of my life. I can't exactly pin an exact moment off the top of my head, but I would say just dealing with stuff along that lines for sure.
Lip, hit me.
I was in college. This was like 2 years ago. I think just one day I don't know, I kind of woke up and realized like the person I wanted to be wasn't who I was. But I realized I had so much work to do on myself, and I realized at that time I wasn't really doing anything to really better myself, and I was kind of just like living the college life, and there's nothing wrong with living the college life, but like there's something about just going out and partying and stuff. Not that was what I was doing, because at the time I was playing football and I didn't really have time to do too much, but just kind of like being around that and seeing how many people that's what they're doing with their life, and they're just partying and they're just drinking every day. And I mean, sure, that's fun to do while you're 20 or while you're young or whatever, but I mean, for me, I always felt like I had potential to be someone special or do something great with my life. But I knew, like, I woke up one day, I set a reminder that morning, like, from now on I need to be a better person. Like, I still have it. It still pops up every day ever since then. But I just realized, like, no, I definitely need to get my shit together. I need to be better, because where I'm at right now, or where I'm heading is not where I want to be. So, I mean, for me to be able to even to think that and even come to those terms, because I mean, there was a lot of stuff I had to fix within myself. I went through like a whole year of just being like, all right, so these are my issues. These are the things that I need to fix with myself. And I started working on them. And I mean, since then I've been much better. Like, I feel like back then, like personally, like I felt like I was kind of a dickhead. Like, I wasn't as considerate as I am now.
Yo, talk about it.
What was your influence?
My influence?
What was it that pushed you to think that?
What pushed you to like, I need to be a better person?
Purely internal? Like,
no, it was real purely internal. Like, no offense, like I don't know how
watching movies, reading books, like there has to be something.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know how much you guys are into like weed or anything, but
Yep, talk about it.
No, yeah, like I had a really bad high. And
don't talk about it.
No, like I should, like I feel like I should, because no, like all like the whole thing was just like me thinking about just death and just dying and stuff like that. I mean,
which are normal thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying,
understand what it brings. So.
No, facts. I was gonna get to that, because I mean, at the time it was super scary, but after, like, even like a few hours after, I was like, all right, that wasn't that, like, I feel like I actually learned something from that experience. And like over time, like even just like having like kind of like just having like high thoughts, like I kind of realized like at some point, like, all right, I am not where I want to be. I'm definitely not headed in the right direction right now. I felt like I had a lot of work on my personality. I had a lot of work to do on like the things I was doing. A lot of my habits weren't very good. So yeah, I mean, even just I don't know. I feel like I just woke up one day. And I had been thinking about it a lot. I've been thinking about making changes and how to be better for a long time. It was just that one day I got up and I realized, like, okay, today's the day where I actually make that change and I actually start being better. I start working on myself, start working towards making a difference in the world. And just I realized I could never stop either.
Right.
Because I feel like it's something a lot of people do is they want to work on themselves and they start for a bit, and then they're like, you know what, and then they just kind of fall back into their old thing. And I
can relate.
Yeah,
maybe I did enough. I got enough good points to get into the good place. It's never enough. The good place may not exist. Anyways, golly, we're gonna have to end this shortly. I have to get home to the. We gotta do this again. We're also gonna have Aviate. Aviate's gonna come back like as a solo, and like, yeah, we're gonna like, cause I know he has a lot more because. Yeah, if you've ever listened, if you ever listen to Aviate's music, like, you know what I'm saying, those are not all the words in his vocabulary.
Nah, I appreciate it. Nah, I get very articulate, and even when it comes to my perspective of what these two just said, I mean, my moment where I had that realization, I guess I could say 2 different points. I'd say one was when I was 16, 17, and like I said, when I was in high school, I kind of affiliated myself with the wrong crowd. I eventually got myself in a lot of trouble. Long story short, around the time I was 16, ended up nearly getting expelled. I ended up being on probation for a year and a half. Ended up being forced into mental hospitals. I had a lot of shit that was going on in that time period, and it really forced me to reflect upon myself, especially because in those types of situations, a lot of the people that I thought that were going to be around me, they just kind of disappeared. So I felt like I really had no one. And even though I had like my immediate family that was there for me, when so many people disappear from you all at the same time, it just feels like nothing's going right whatsoever. So at that point, I realized something was going wrong. I needed to change my mentality as well as who I'm affiliating with, so I can actually get myself in the right direction. And then, yeah, man, I've had a lot of highs and lows.
Hold the thought.
Yep.
All right, so we can't end this on like super serious.
Facts, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man,
shout out to my co-hosts with the mostest who just left us and was like, yo, I'll be right back.
Yeah, he
never came back.
Damn show.
And then he's the comedy relief in this. This is why we work so well. And then Barney's over there just sassy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Now he's over. Look, now he put the look at my lips.
From what I've seen from other podcasts, it's not like that's a friggin' new thing. He kind of does that every now and then.
My lips are sealed. I don't want to end. Anyways, but you guys had topics. I want to get to one of the topics because I want to continue this like when we do our crossover. And when we have show and we can actually and then we can
get full in depth with the whole group.
Yeah, with everybody. But I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying?
Get comfortable.
Ask me whatever.
Yeah.
This is the Your Daddy Doe. Mine is. Oh damn! I can't put my. It didn't work. It didn't work that way.
Oh, yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the Your Daddy Doe. Boom. All right. So. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I put your head over your cross.
Yeah, I was gonna read this fucking dick.
Yo, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Yeah. So like, you guys asked me a question. We're gonna wrap this thing up, and then we're gonna talk post production. No, we're gonna talk post production, and then I'm gonna go home to the fam. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a whole daddy out here. Just you know what I'm saying? It's not a facade. Oh. I always forget, like, you know what I'm saying? That we're live.
Oh, we live.
Listen, I don't care. Yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? Don't shy away now. I am blind. I am
straight up.
I am blind in real life.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
I know. Yeah. So yeah, how's what's your like percentages? Like what's
terrible?
Yeah.
Terrible.
So those glasses help you out a lot.
No.
No.
The glasses are for
aesthetic.
Well, obviously, but no.
No,
the glasses are. It's so like I don't see anything in the right eye. This one.
Okay.
And in this one, I am legally blind in, and I also have glaucoma. So like the glasses help focus everything.
Okay.
So like I also can't I can't necessarily make out the Your Daddy Doe show on the thing, right? Like without the glasses. With the glasses, I have like very good vision, but I also don't. I only have like
still limited.
Like it's like you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very it's a very small window. Legally blind. Shout out my legally blind. Shout out my visual impaired people.
Yeah, I'm nearsighted.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yo, take care of your eyes.
Facts.
Back up.
Kids be playing in front of video games. Be getting
way
like
too close.
Not even 10 feet from the screen.
Entirely, like, I don't,
lights out and shit too.
I don't even know how to keep my daughter off the. You know what I'm saying? And like fam, and that's what I don't understand. That's I see like we're old. You know what I'm saying? Like boomers are like, yo, they're always in front of their phone. You know what I'm saying? Because like. That was the thing. It was like, yo, you're gonna stand in front of the TV too close, and like the little snow is gonna be in your eye. You're gonna go blind. Yeah. And I'm sure that's what happened to me now. I'm positive.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things they were probably right on. In all honesty.
So to be like completely 100% clear, in watching TV and using a lot of technology devices, they obviously make certain glasses and certain protection that can like help from like reducing tired eyes and things like that. But like that's ultimately how people end up losing their sight because they're looking at things too close.
Sure. Yeah, I mean when it comes to that, I know even with photography they kind of teach that shit. I mean blue light is like the strongest and it can be the most damaging to our eyes, so that's usually how we reduce it, is reducing the blue light. They even have filters on some of our phones for that.
Yeah. That's what these are.
That's what these are.
I don't need glasses. Honestly, these are blue light filters.
Oh, really?
That's dope.
Wow.
So my vision is terrible. It's not terrible. My vision is good, but like not acuity, what do they call it? My field of vision is terrible. Like so I can't see like below, I can't see over here, I can't see over here. I only see.
Oh, so yeah. So you have like a small window that you're able to see. Oh yeah, okay.
How often do you like bump into things?
Never.
No. All right, so yeah.
Nah. Well, it depends. Like if it's like this, yeah, I'm bumping into everything. Like it's more of misjudgments. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like just like, oh hey, I thought it was here, but I have no depth perception. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like, oh, I thought it was here, but it's not here. Or let me open the door. The handle is not where I thought it was. It's like small stuff like that. I've only fell and or hit my head on stuff a couple times. I'll leave it there.
So you don't drive?
No,
definitely don't drive. Yeah, you're definitely not driving. Definitely not driving.
I used to drive.
Only the minivan.
Minivan,
you saw, yeah.
That sounds dope.
Nah, I used to drive though. Yo, shout out my people who know how to drive stick. Y'all know how to drive stick?
Oh no, standard. No,
that's what we do in the UK.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to UK.
Oh, you're from the UK?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Nah, he from Alabama, Texas. Alabama, Texas.
LOL.
What's up, kids?
Texas, Alabama.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? That's really. I used to drive. You know what I'm saying? What else? Any other pertinent information that you guys need to ask me?
Oh, I was gonna ask you if there's any lessons that you feel like younger kids like us, like anything that you have knowledge that you feel like you would be.
Yo, welcome back. Your favorite show on the Insta. This is Lessons by YDD. I'm your host, the nigga with the most, your daddy though. Oh, I did the wrong show again, Barney. No, just kidding.
The lessons are out there.
Now the lessons are out there. That's
Mad Dowdy.
Yeah, Mad Dowdy. Now that like my biggest thing is all right, because it's the only thing that it's the only thing I feel like it relates better. So currently now, right? Like, look how we're recording. Okay, now take a step back. Mad stuff in here. There's like you know what I'm saying, iPads and whatever. Right? You know what I'm saying. How the ease of accessibility, the ease of use of things are, and then having the knowledge to do so. So I was talking about, I always say go listen to that Black Fruit album. You gotta listen to my album, like I recorded the whole thing on an iPad. I mixed the whole thing. I mixed the whole thing myself, recorded myself, etc. The whole like literally from like I did not make the beat. Shout out NFTI, but you know what I'm saying. Like as far as doing the whole process, learning, teaching myself music, frequencies, music theory, etc., stuff like that. And it's like I can't tell you how to do it. Like I can't, and that's the thing I feel like I was told what to do and what not to do. But like if I tell you not to do something, I expect you to do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you don't do this, I expect you to do it anyways. If I tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't think like this, no, I expect you to think that way anyways. Like, cause who am I to be like, hey, you should do this. No, I just hope that you're equipped with whatever it is, so that way you can like think critically on your feet one way or another. If you're a Christian, be able to argue that Christianity is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people don't do that, but like for me, I'm like, yo, at least have the knowledge so that if somebody comes to you with their whatever the counter argument is, you both have whatever you stand in, whatever you believe in, whatever that you know, and whatever they think they know or whatever they think they believe in, whatever thing. Like you said, if the information is there, not the shared information, what information on top of the beliefs, on top of just questioning everything, because everything is a tool. Everything's a hammer, right? Literally everything's a hammer, and that's like I am terrible at word advice. I'm by action.
I think like you guys covered it earlier, and I think you're kind of talking around that point, but for your generation especially, it's about listening.
Yeah.
Talk, listen, think.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts, yeah.
Yep.
It's simple, but
that's it.
not everyone.
Concept of it is simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like, you know what I'm saying? How if I can do it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Everyone can do those three things.
yeah.
True.
That's it. So for me too, like now and having gone through this whole situation, like if I can do it, then I want everybody to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Generation Z is really like what really prompted a lot of people to be like, yo, I can do X, Y, and Z by myself.
Anyone
I can.
can.
Yeah, and but that's what I'm saying. But it took Generation Z to literally push that fold to be like, nah, you can make $1 million right off this iPhone.
Wait, you mean millennials?
Yeah, really.
No,
Generation
it's Generation Z that's really been like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't even have to work for who.
I'm gonna be a YouTuber.
True.
Oh, okay,
YouTube,
yeah, that's true,
TikTok,
You know what I'm saying? Like all of that is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff you see now at Generation Z, you do get the bare end of millennials who have like, you know what I'm saying, like squeezed in there. Yeah, I guess we would be in that category, because we also progressed and helped advance technology, but we also set what was going to work. You know what I'm saying? We set what was going to work, and for some reason we're now mad that we can't figure out how to make it work the way.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I do, yeah.
Like that's literally like, yo, wow, how do they got life so much easier than us? Instead of getting mad, just be, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, yo, you're welcome.
Join in.
You're welcome. Join in. You're welcome for all of this.
No, I
you're
feel
welcome for
true.
being the beta testers of Earth that y'all get to now, you know what I'm saying, run around and figure out what the fuck we did wrong and what we didn't do wrong.
Take that torch.
Yeah, I was telling him about that too, because he was talking about just like being in an older generation, and I was telling him like these older generation, like millennials, they set a lot of this up for us. Like they really made it easy. It should be easier for generations. So like my next generation, I want life to be much easier.
Yo,
for them.
by the third eye, life will be simple for my because the third eye, because I have a Derek Jr. So if he has a Derek, it'll be Derek the third.
No double entendres right there.
The third eye. Yeah, right. Yo, I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me, you asked me earlier, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy just worries about the melody more often. You know that, you know. Anyway, we're not gonna argue about that right now.
No, I was gonna ask you a bit about your music. No, the Black Fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. I listened to the whole thing. No, your wordplay for sure. Your beats, your selection, I really do appreciate.
No one appreciates my wordplay, and I can say this because like the album has been out for some time, and like I've been making music, but like, you know what I'm saying, nobody appreciates the wordplay because everyone thinks it's all melody, and people is like, yo, you just singing, or you harmonizing, you doing whatever, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, go ahead, do you.
And again too, there's those double entendres that you do too. That's not exactly simple for everyone to pick up. You go listen to it multiple times, and you pick up different meanings and different things that you say.
It's fine. This is why I'm doing the podcast thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like, y'all not listening. You're not listening critically. You know what I'm saying? You can decipher a string of emojis, but if somebody puts words together in a certain type of way that doesn't necessarily jive to you or whatever, and I also think the vice versa with newer music, I feel like we don't understand. Like, there's a communication, there's a comprehension that now we don't understand. Don't put me in there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways.
But one of your songs I love so much. It's like 3 songs in one. I can't
was
think
gonna
of
mention that
what is
one.
it?
The
Yeah.
shit from Evil Doer, that 3-song long
Yeah.
one that was on
Yeah.
YouTube. I don't remember what it's called. That's actually how I learned about
that
you.
was crazy. That was bananas. No, I saw. That was the first one I saw. That blew my mind.
Oh, you watched the video?
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was showing them that
that
shit.
He put it on, and
Love that shit.
It was like it was like 3 songs into one
Yeah.
song, and it was like
It's like, whoa.
I've never seen something like that before.
Yeah, yo,
The
shout out,
sequencing of that shit.
shout out, Evil Doer. You know what I'm saying? Actually, the reason that came together is because I had to show people that I could rap.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean? What do you mean you have to show people that you can rap? They
Don't
didn't
worry. Another one's coming.
They didn't think
Next question. You can go. Actually, matter of fact, you can go watch the video of me and Barney in the studio, like from last week, where we worked on the song. Like just to let y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Fire.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, you know what I'm saying? Everyone thinks it's all fun and games and like, you know what I'm saying? Because I am very fun and playful and you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. The people who are able to stay around you, who are able to deal with you and politic with you and work around whatever you feel like. Because a lot of people feel like, oh, it's my flaw. Like, yo, I talk this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm a Sagittarius. My bad.
Sagittarius.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but the people who are still around through all of those things, like, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people who are like, they're gonna allow you to be as much of your true self as possible.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Barney will tell you, Sho will tell you, like, you know what I'm saying?
I will tell you that we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we do gotta wrap it up. Kate, shout out Kate, because I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, she'll tell you, like,
You boys got the mic. You wanna?
yeah. It's your world. Yo, I appreciate y'all coming out here. You know what I'm saying? Your Daddy Doe Show. Yo, y'all catch up with Generation Z.
Nah, for
Definitely.
sure. I appreciate you for having us on though.
No, yo,
Yeah,
appreciate
real
it,
shit.
Derek, for sure. Love the music. You love the podcast. Now keep it up, bro.
Man, no, listen.
Where do we find you guys?
Yeah, where do we find you guys? Because I guarantee somebody watching this is gonna be like, God damn, like I should be listening to Generation Z more often. Just off watching this.
We're on Anchor, and Spotify. That's the biggest 2. YouTube coming soon. We'll start putting clips up, and some fun is gonna be over there. And then we're on SoundCloud. Anything else really? No, SoundCloud. No.
We're posting a lot on Instagram and stuff like that. Social media. We're trying to bring it over to there too. So
Do you have separate stuff for each Instagram or anything, or is it just y'all?
We have individual accounts, but we're making specifically for our Generation Z. Yeah, we'll be having exclusively
we
accounts
just
for
started
that.
up doing the videos, so we have to start posting on Instagram stuff soon for sure.
Okay.
And then friggin' with me, I mean, I'm kind of the guest of the 2 podcasts at the same time, like you were saying earlier. So, I mean, my socials
Dark
are
horse.
different. If you want to find me on social media, you can look me up on Instagram. It's the.av8, the number 8R. And yeah, just look me up. You can find all my music and on there. You can find me on all streaming services. I got a few videos on YouTube if you look me up. But yeah, nah.
Peep.
If you want to find me, literally just look up my name. I'm pretty sure, you can see it on there. Just look up Lip Mangrum, and you can pretty much find me anywhere on social media.
Your boy IAD or Isaac Diggs, yeah, for sure. You can go check me out. Instagram.
Oh, sorry, as it did go.
Oh damn! It's all good. Isaac Diggs, yeah.
You guys are great. We're gonna. This is gonna be a long, ongoing friendship, I think.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
sure. I can
Absolutely.
definitely see us manifesting a lot with it.
For sure. Yo, I want to thank everybody for watching the Your Daddy Doe Show. I want to thank Generation Z for coming to the Your Daddy Doe Show, kicking it with your boy. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate Barney for being like, surprise. Hey, let's do this real fast, etc.
You know what
Because you know what it is. You know what it does. What it do. This really is the Zenden. Y'all, hope to see y'all next week, or like, when are we coming back? Are we ever coming back?
Who knows?
It don't matter. All the potty pods is surprise.
You got stuff to watch.
Yeah. Yo, y'all got mad stuff to watch. Oh, yo, follow your boy. Oh, wait. Don't worry about it. Follow your boy. Yo, nobody likes the name Your Daddy though. Somebody was like, yo, it's a joke. It's a game. And I was like, what? And then somebody, literally a guy from the UK was like, no. He goes, don't change it because your music is fire. But if somebody sees it and they take it for a game, then they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's they're bad. Anyways, the Your Daddy Doe Show will be back next Friday, etc. We also got some other episodes coming out, some other interviews coming out. etc., etc., etc. You know what it is. You know what it does. I'll holla.
Yo, peace.
Yeah, much obliged, man. Much love to all y'all. Thanks again. Thanks for having me on there, man. All of us.
Laters.
Later.